You've had money in your account. You've paid the bills, ordered dinner, maybe even saved a little. But somehow, you still feel broke. That makes no sense, you whisper. Why do I still feel behind? That quiet anxiety doesn't leave, even when the numbers say you're fine. It's not about how much you have, it's about how safe you feel. Here's the truth most people never learn. Feeling broke isn't a financial state. It's a psychological loop your brain gets trapped in. Every time you check your balance, compare your life, or replay a financial mistake, your mind floods your body with the same stress chemicals used for survival. Maybe I'm just bad with money, you tell yourself. But you're not. It's not money you're running from. It's fear. Fear of falling behind. Fear of not having enough. Fear that you never will. What if this feeling never goes away? But what if it could? What if broke was never about your wallet, but about how your nervous system defines safety? Today we're going to decode the psychology of feeling broke and learn how to finally feel free even when nothing's changed but your mind. Chapter 1: The Scarcity Illusion. This is the story of why enough never feels enough. You ever notice how every raise, every little bit of extra savings, seems to vanish faster than it should? The moment you finally get more, somehow, it still doesn't feel like enough. You tell yourself, if I could just make a little more, I'd finally relax. But the second you do, your mind quietly moves the finish line. That's the scarcity illusion, the hidden loop that keeps you chasing what you already have. Your brain isn't built for peace, it's built for pursuit. It mistakes stillness for danger. Every time life calms down, your nervous system whispers, don't get comfortable, something might go wrong. Somewhere deep down, your survival brain is sending out push notifications nobody asked for. So you start searching again. Scrolling, comparing, planning. You build safety nets inside a mind that never feels financially safe. You are sitting in your sweatpants, safe in your home, yet your body thinks it's running from a tiger made of credit card debt. It's not your fault. Evolution trained your body to crave the hunt, not the having. Thousands of years ago, enough food was a one-day luxury. Survival meant movement, always chasing, never resting. And that old wiring still drives modern financial behavior today. That's why the thrill of earning fades the moment your paycheck hits. Your brain gives you a quick shot of dopamine for the chase, then takes it away the moment you stop running. So you open your banking app and sigh, why do I feel broke when I'm not? Because your brain links financial safety with survival, not comfort, the same reflex that drives most modern money decisions. Even with stability, it invents new threats: inflation, status, the future. It confuses quiet with risk and peace with danger. And so you keep running on a treadmill called more. Every step forward just pushes the goal line farther ahead. The scarcity illusion isn't about greed, it's about safety. You're not chasing wealth, you're chasing a feeling your nervous system was never taught to recognize. Enough. Peace is free, yet somehow still out of budget. Chapter 2: Comparison Fatigue. You scroll through your feed. Someone just upgraded their kitchen. Someone else is on a beach in Bali. And someone your age just posted about finally being financially free. You tell yourself, I'm just catching up on life. But your brain hears, I'm falling behind. That's comparison fatigue, the quiet burnout of measuring your financial peace against everyone else's highlight reel. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a predator and a peer with a new car. It reacts the same way, with anxiety disguised as motivation. Why am I not there yet? When will it be my turn? These are the invisible mantras of modern financial stress. Your mind starts to treat calm like failure and hustle like safety. You're not actually comparing lifestyles. You're comparing financial safety signals. Every vacation photo, every new job post, every perfectly staged success triggers a subtle survival alarm. In your head, someone else's gain becomes proof of your economic danger. The irony? Most of those people are comparing too, just higher up the same staircase. Everyone's tired, no one's content, and somehow, the algorithm still wins. You're not losing a race. You're just competing in an event no one signed up for. Comparison turns contentment into currency. It creates a kind of psychological inflation. The cost of peace keeps rising every time someone posts a win. That's why you can have financial stability and still feel broke. Your brain converts their success into your debt of self-worth. You start spending to level the scoreboard. A new outfit here. A slightly better gadget there. It's not greed, it's your biology trying to buy safety in a marketplace of illusions. Funny how we budget for bills, but not for envy. The truth is, the wealth you're chasing isn't money, it's reassurance. Comparison sells you the promise of emotional safety and charges interest in regret. But you're not behind. You're just exhausted from confusing visibility with value. Peace doesn't trend, but it pays better than comparison ever will. Chapter 3. The Safety System Glitch. You've been taught that money equals safety. So when the bills are paid and the numbers look fine, why does your body still act like you're one missed payment away from collapse? Your nervous system doesn't refresh with your bank balance. It's still running the old software survival mode 1. A system designed for lions and famine, not emails and rent. I should feel calm right now, Phil thinks. But calm doesn't register as safe anymore. It registers as suspicious. That's the safety system glitch, when your brain's financial firewall flags peace as a potential threat. You've learned to trust tension more than tranquility. If you're not grinding, your system assumes you're slipping. Your brain basically treats quiet weekends like economic recessions. Every financial decision passes through this faulty alarm. You check your savings, feel fine for 3 seconds. Then your stress app pings not on your phone, but in your bloodstream. It's the biology of economic survival, replaying old trauma through modern spreadsheets. Maybe I just need to work harder. That's the glitch talking, because your body thinks productivity equals protection. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the logical part that reads financial statements, is politely raising its hand saying, "We're actually okay." But emotion always wins the board meeting. Congratulations! You're the CEO of a company called Panic & Co., fully funded by adrenaline. The truth is, your stress isn't warning you of danger. It's warning you of stillness. Your brain confuses financial safety with constant motion. And until you retrain that wiring, you'll keep mistaking exhaustion for progress and balance for risk. Peace isn't the absence of work. It's the update your system's been postponing. Chapter 4. The Dopamine Debt. Ever notice how buying something new feels amazing for about 12 minutes? That rush of relief, that hit of, "I deserve this," and then, nothing. That's not bad budgeting, that's neuroeconomics. Your brain's reward system runs on dopamine, not dollars. It's less like a wallet and more like a slot machine. This time, it'll actually make me happy, Phil thinks. But the brain doesn't care about happiness. It cares about anticipation. It's wired to release dopamine before the purchase, not after. Which means the thrill fades faster than the shipping notification. The result is what psychologists call the dopamine debt. The emotional overdraft you feel after buying something to feel better and realizing the feeling already expired. You're not chasing possessions, you're chasing chemical reassurance. Each swipe of a card is a mini promise of financial control, even though the real transaction happens in your bloodstream. I'll be more disciplined next month. We all say that. But discipline doesn't stand a chance against a reward loop built by evolution and amplified by marketing algorithms that know your cravings better than you do. The modern economy runs on manufactured anticipation. Sales countdowns, flash deals, dopamine-optimized design. They're not selling you things. They're leasing your excitement. The cost isn't the item, it's the crash. The come down that whispers, "Maybe I should earn more so I can feel less guilty next time." And the cycle restarts. Earn, spend, regret, repeat. That's how financial anxiety hides in plain sight. It's not just about debt on paper. It's about dopamine debt in the mind. And until you learn to crave peace instead of purchase, you'll keep paying emotional interest on a happiness you never really owned. Chapter 5. The Future Self-Trap. You promise you'll save more next month. You'll meal prep, skip the lattes, finally open that investment app. And then, life happens, and somehow, next month, keeps moving forward. That's the future self-trap. The illusion that tomorrow's version of you will have more time, more energy, and more discipline than today. Your brain outsources responsibility like a lazy accountant. My future self will handle it. That's Phil's favorite lie and everyone's quiet comfort. Because deferring discipline feels safer than confronting reality. Your financial planning system runs on optimism bias. The belief that more money, more stability, or more motivation will magically appear later. But tomorrow's peace always depends on today's discomfort, and we keep hitting snooze on both. Every postponed habit compounds into what psychologists call temporal debt. Interest that accumulates in regret instead of dollars. You might avoid budgeting for now, but you still pay, just in stress instead of currency. I'll be smarter when I make more. We all think that, but income doesn't fix inconsistency. If you can't trust your present self with $500, your future self won't magically protect $5,000. Financial safety isn't about numbers, it's about reliability. The truth is, your future self isn't waiting to save you. They're waiting for you to start. Every small, boring habit you build now sends a signal forward in time that says, "You can relax, I've got you." Peace of mind doesn't come from predicting your future. It comes from proving to your nervous system that you can be trusted in the present. Chapter 6. Rewiring the broke feeling. You can't think your way out of feeling broke. You have to train your nervous system to recognize what safety actually feels like. For years, your bodies believed that stress equals productivity and calm equals danger. So when you finally get a moment of peace, it twitches like a dog that's forgotten how to rest. Why do I relax like I'm doing something wrong? Phil wonders. Because peace feels suspicious when you've lived on financial adrenaline. Rewiring starts small, not with money, but with certainty. Tiny, consistent acts that remind your brain, we're safe, we're stable, we're okay. Paying a bill on time, cooking instead of ordering out, checking your account without bracing for impact. It's not glamorous, but calm rarely is. Peace doesn't need a victory lap, just repetition. Each steady act becomes a financial safety signal. It tells your stress system that security isn't a jackpot, it's a pattern. And your brain, loyal but cautious, begins to believe it. Maybe peace doesn't mean I'm falling behind, Phil thinks. That's how regulation begins. Quiet, unnoticed, but life-changing. You can't budget your way into peace, but you can condition yourself into it. Every small act of financial steadiness rewires the alarm that keeps ringing in your chest. Even the mundane things autopay, saving receipts, cooking breakfast, become small love notes to your future calm. Because the opposite of broke isn't rich, it's regulated. Money helps, but it can't override biology. Only safety does that. Peace of mind isn't a prize you earn, it's a muscle you train. And once your body learns that calm is safe, you finally stop chasing wealth and start feeling it. You've spent your whole life chasing more. More money, more safety, more proof that you're finally okay. But the paradox is this: the moment you stop chasing, you find what you were running toward all along. Maybe enough was never a number, Phil thinks. Maybe it was a feeling one my body just forgot how to trust. Feeling broke was never about the balance in your account. It was about the imbalance in your nervous system. Every deposit helped your finances. Every pause now helps your peace. We measure wealth in dollars, but we experience it in regulation, in the quiet confidence that you can stop running and still be safe. Turns out, Financial freedom might just look like breathing normally on a Tuesday. You don't need to earn peace, you need to practice it. To spend your calm the way you used to spend your stress. To invest your attention where the return is stability, not status. Because real wealth isn't about more. It's about enough and knowing when you've already arrived. And if you're still searching, stay a while. We'll keep learning how to feel rich where it matters most. In here. Subscribe for the next thought.